Peace and blessings. Welcome back to Monday. Again and again, week by week. Here we land on Monday. I hope you're doing well out there, Life Warrior. Thank you for tuning in. Happy Monday. Let's dive into our message today. I have a great quote by Stephen Pressfeild. He says, "Procrastination can become a habit." I'm reading his book right now called The War of Art, and it's got some really powerful stuff in there. He talks, the whole book is pretty much about resistance and how procrastination is one form of resistance. And really, the only remedy for procrastination is action. There's no way around it. We just got to do the thing that we need to do. And I know that sometimes it can be hard because we're procrastinating, because we're seeing this big picture. Well, let me just unpack this real quick. There are 3 reasons why we may be avoiding or procrastinating. One is we're worried about the process pain. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be fun, right? It's going to be challenging. I'm going to have to start small again or have that uncomfortable conversation, right? This process pain. The other one is the loss pain. What might we lose along the way? We are procrastinating maybe because we don't want to lose our free time. We don't want to lose that second serving at dinner because we like to have, big portions. If you're procrastinating getting on your health regimen, or maybe you're procrastinating to do those morning practices. There are so many things that we are afraid of losing, and they're usually things of comfort. We're afraid of losing the comfort. And so we have to make a commitment that we're willing to get a little uncomfortable or a lot uncomfortable to get to the thing that we want, because it exists on the other side of the uncomfortableness. So we have the process pain, we have the loss pain, and then there is the outcome pain. So we're worried about, will it work? What's going to happen when I get there? The outcome may not turn out the way that I wanted it to. What if people laugh at me once I finally, stand up to do this? Or what if they reject me? Or what if it ruins my marriage, right? The outcome pain. We're worried about what it's going to look like on the outcome. And so I invite you to just get really curious today with yourself and ask, what would it look like if I took some action in my life? What would I feel like if I was that person who took that action? What would be the impact to the life that I'm living if I just leaned into this thing that I'm avoiding for one or all 3 of those things that I just mentioned, and I just started doing it? See, the problem with procrastination is, like Stephen says, it does become a habit. We're doing things every day that are becoming habits and we don't even realize it. And so what I'm inviting you to do is take this concept that we're repetitive beings. That's what human beings like. We are repetitive. We like consistency as human beings. There's a part of us that's ingrained to be very repetitive. But we just let that be on autopilot, and we are repetitive with the things that make us comfortable in life. We're repetitive with the things that keep us living small. We're repetitive with the habits that keep us living mediocre, because those are the easy repetitions. Those are the easy habits that just happen by default when we're not really thinking about it. Do you have a Netflix habit? Do you have a gossiping habit? Do you have an Instagram habit? Right? We all have these habits that we do that just get created over time unconsciously. So with that, we can empower ourselves and know, wow, if that's happening unconsciously, what would happen if I was doing things consciously? I was consciously making a habit. Now, it takes a little bit more effort because those things usually are not as comfortable, right? It's not comfortable for me to get up early and do my yoga practice first thing in the morning. It's really uncomfortable. I really dislike it, but I'm working on doing it and making it a habit because I know that it empowers me, and I know that the life I want exists on the other side of having that daily practice, right? So I really invite you to get curious and look at, where have you been procrastinating? And it's okay to get honest. You don't need to feel shame around it. You don't need to feel shame. We all procrastinate. I do it. We all do it. What separates people who are living mediocre lives to people who are living lives of greatness is they get real hyper focused on, where am I procrastinating and how can I change that? we're taking action all day long. You might as well take action towards your better life, right? Because otherwise you're going to get to the end and you're going to wish, you're going to look back and wish. Like, have you ever started a cleanse or a fast? I've done this where I'm like, I'm going to do 30 days of this thing. And maybe by day 5 or 6, I've kind of fallen off the wagon, or sometimes day 10 or 12. I think I've had enough, or whatever the reason is. And then, even though I'm not doing it anymore, I'm aware that I was committed to 30 days. So by the time I hit day 30, you know what my thought is? My thought is, wow, if I just would have stuck with it, I would have had 30 days under my belt, and I'd be in a totally different place than where I am right now. That's what I want. Why didn't I do that? So we have these things that we need to start being aware of that are our obstacles, right? And it's the process pain, the loss pain, the outcome pain that is making us have resistance, and then therefore we procrastinate. So just take some time to reflect on areas in your life or projects in your life or things in your life where you've been procrastinating. I know. We are all really aware of where we're procrastinating. And so how can you take action? And it doesn't have to be big steps. It could be little steps. I really recommend that they're little steps. And that every day you just choose to recommit to those things. Every day I got to recommit to my yoga practice. Every day I have to recommit to eating healthy. And some days I'm really good at it. And some days I'm like, fuck that recommitment. I'm tired of it. And then the next day, guess what? I got to recommit. So it's not about doing it perfectly, right? We're talking about procrastination being a habit. And how we do that is we choose different action. And it's going to be a struggle to choose different action because it's not comfortable. And when you give in to those things that are comfortable and you opt in for comfort over courage, you're going to find yourself in that place where you broke a promise to yourself. And that place can be hard. And in that place, rather than, being all shitty to yourself, I just want you to have some compassion and then recommit. Recommit to the action. Recommit to the thing that is going to get you where you want to go. I think it's a marathon of recommitment. Which is what makes us great in the long run. Is a marathon of recommitment. It isn't one bold commitment, one time, one day that gets us in the end zone. It is, or I don't want to mix analogies here, marathon and football, but it is that steady recommitment, day after day, week after week, year after year. We choose to recommit. That marathon is what gets us to the dreams that we have inside our hearts. It's the recommitment. It's not the one-time commitment on New Year's. It's not the one-time commitment at the first of the month because it's easy to track your 30 days. It's an everyday recommitting. Every day recommit. So take some action. Be proactive in your life. Do not let procrastination become a habit, right? If you're realizing that that's happened, make a change right now. Every day we have an opportunity to make a change and begin again. So begin again and recommit. I believe in you. I know you can do this. And if nobody's told you recently, you are worth every bit of effort it takes to get to the other side of that resistance and that procrastination. All right, my friend. I hope that this helped. Please feel free to drop a comment down below. Hit the like button. Do me a favor. Hit the like button. It does something with algorithms and makes my video pop up and feed more. So do me a solid and just hit the like button. And I'll catch you next Monday. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you all next time. Keep your head up high. Hold your heart open wide. Namaste.